Bring it on.
Bring it, 100% bring it on.
Hi, Robert. How are you?
All right, man. How are you?
Excellent, sir. Off the gate, give us a background about yourself. I've been telling people who you are coming up on the show, but we'd like to hear from you.
I'm the same guy you just told them I am.
Okay. My understanding is that because Colorado has a regulatory system in place, and Washington also, is that as more states adopt these types of laws, the federal government will not interfere. Is that correct?
That's correct. They set out 8 guidelines. I don't have them in front of me,
Okay.
but you must be in compliance with federal law. You cannot sell to minors. I believe no smoking in public or in on any federal parkland. And I don't remember what the other 4 are, but they're sensible. And it's a nice roadmap. I'm pleased with it. I would have liked more. Now they're talking about, at the hearings today, as a matter of fact, they were talking about making banking available to the legal businesses. In fact, the sheriff who spoke from Washington, he talked about, not Washington, Oregon. He spoke about, no, Washington. I'm all right. It's a little late for me.
All right.
Old. But he spoke about the need to let banks do business with dispensaries because having that much cash on hand is a liability, and it uses resources for law enforcement in order to stop theft. And they were very much in favor of making banking available. They were in favor of passing and taxing, and their concerns were that marijuana would be shipped from state to state, and that's a legitimate concern.
Yep.
I didn't hear anything there that was a real negative. But don't forget, I'm the guy who spent 30 years in prison for marijuana.
Wow.
I think any gain is an important gain, whether it's just a small township decriminalizing or a state passing medical. And of course, the big prize is any state legalizes. And I think we're on our way to more and more states. And when we hit a few more, I think the federal government will take cannabis out of Schedule 1. And then we can get into the realm of reality, and cannabis will be treated the way it should have been for a long time.
All right, I have one last great question. It's so wonderful taking the time out and speaking to us here at Vapor Central today. In your time in jail, 30 years, did you ever think we'd even get to this point in Colorado and Washington?
No, I was very skeptical. I mean, I knew we'd get there eventually, but not necessarily in my lifetime. And one of the greatest experiences I've ever had was a year after I was out of prison. And up to that point, I really hadn't left Florida. I went out to San Francisco for the normal national conference, and to see people smoking openly almost made me paranoid. But it was a beautiful thing. I walked outside of the Hyatt where they had it, and I walked onto the little plaza they have out front to smoke a cigarette. And there's 200 people out there smoking a joint, passing a bowl. And I ran all the way to the edge of the plaza and hid behind a pole, waiting for the cops to show up to bust everybody.
Wow.
And it took me a day or two to get used to it. But I'm really pleased with what's going on in the country. I'm working very hard here in Florida. I got our state senator, Jeff Clemens, to put a bill in Tallahassee for medical marijuana. And we've also got a pretty good petition drive to force them to put it on the ballot. And I expect one or the other will succeed next year.
Cool.
So I see nothing but good things on the horizon. And when I hear people crying about the marijuana laws in their state, whether it's the driving laws or the taxes, to me, that's crying in your beer. Now, I can understand how somebody much younger would think that's a major imposition, but look at it from my end of the stick. That's a big deal, just to pass anything that keeps people out of prison and makes this medicine available to people who really need it. And there's so many of them.
Hear, hear.
There's so much you could do.
Here, here.
Yeah, that's excellent.
That's a 100% point that we bring up to you. Any win is a win. And let's get our gains and not be crying in the beers. Thank you so much for calling and Skyping us tonight on the Mernahuana Zone. And good luck on your future tours. And we'd like to, that infomercial, genius idea. And thank you again, Robert.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Thank you, Robert.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Friend me on Facebook. And give me a little help with the new book. I'm raising money to publish the new book on GoFundMe. The link is on my Facebook page.
We'll
That's the
include it
easiest
on
way
our
to
wrap.
get it to you.
Excellent. We're going to include that on our wrap. When we write the wrap blog, we'll make sure all your Go funds are there. That's Robert Plashorne and the Silver Tour. Getting the senior vote out.
Excellent.
Yes, sir, and that's the vote that counts because every senior votes.
That's right. So awesome.
Take care, guys, and thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. He was such a great guest.
Yeah,
It was
that's
fantastic.
excellent.
Excellent guest. We always get some really great American. We get so many good guests.
I think the seniors is really good strategy.
It is genius strategy. Pensioners,
Showing up on time.
they vote, they do stuff, they're civically engaged.
Yeah.
And what retiree shouldn't be like, man, I'm just going to kick my feet up and smoke a big fatty. Fuck, you're 70 years old, you should be allowed to.
Yep.
Fuck it, you got 20 years, 25 years left.
Quality of life.
Be allowed to smoke those joints.
Yep.
Deserve it.
Attention joint smokers, bong rippers, and butter dabbers. The time is now 4:20 in Hawaii. That brings us to the end of this week's episode of the Mernahuana Zone. Thanks for sticking around and watching, everybody, and have a safe trip home. Join us next week. Same token time, same token place.